In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Got a drink.
I needed it. My head hurts.
Oh, you're
Welcome to Welcome to Chaotic Amateurs, the internet's #1 D&D 5e play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Alex. With me, I have
Dash is Wolf.
Bentley Michaels is Reverian Night Meadow.
Red is Arthur.
Caleb is Scory Telbrun.
And Milo is Ball.
In the last we left our adventurers, they had researched the findings of the Tower of Chaos and then began battling with the heart of it. Let the adventure begin. All right. So last we left off, you were engaged with in battle with this central, almost tree-like spirit at the center of the tower. It underneath it is this pool of water with grasses growing and dying around it, and this crystal glass that was protecting it from the outside. It had just tried to frighten our good friend Wolf, but shrugged it off.
No.
Riff, Scory, and Zephyrus, you all hear something kind of stalking up on the left-hand side here. You see this odd kind of shape-shifting creature, almost cat-like, just turning the corner and looking down the hall at you.
Who else is with me?
So that's right here.
Scory, Riff,
Okay,
and
there you are.
Zephyrus. The Ball and Wolf are kind of engaged with this central thing, and you see this enter through the door, and as it does, it becomes this black and white and becomes more solid in the ethereal. It gets up to you, Riff, but that is the end of its action as you hear another similar sound from the other hallway.
Yeah. Oh, motherfucker.
That is their go. Arthur, you are up next.
I'm going to ask Riff real quick. Is it friend or foe?
I don't think it's a good thing. But
Papa's going to light it up.
Oh boy.
Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at my meta magic here.
Would that be
So-
my inference, DM, that this is not a good thing?
Yeah, this is looking like it is hunting your group, and kind of as it comes in, it opens its mouth, and this long jaw of teeth is staring right in front of you.
I'll just point to the teeth, point to him.
So I guess I technically can't twine spell Maximilian's Earth and Grasp.
No, the twin, you have to target a creature.
All right. Then I think what I want to do is twin spell. I just want to see how far the bounce is, if it does bounce real quick. So sorry. Is that within 30 feet?
Ball and Wolf are within 30 feet. The creature in the center of the chamber is not.
Is the creature within 30 feet of the cat creature? Sorry, I
Yes.
could have done this myself, but okay. I'm going to twinned spell Chaos Bolt. And I'm going to target each one.
Mm-hmm.
So, where did this go? Okay. So, do I make an attack roll for each one then?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So here's the first one. That's for the creature in the middle of the room.
In the middle. The kind of the tree spirit.
Yeah, and that's a 24.
That'll hit.
Okay, and I'll do the other one as well. And that is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
This is looking good. Okay. So this is kind of wonky. I don't know if I can do this in roll 20 or not, but I'm going to try.
Just roll the dice individually, and that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
I actually have a character that does exactly this.
Okay. So, because it's 2d8 plus d6, so I'll just go for it. The fun part being if these...
If they match.
Yeah. Oh! Yes! So that's going to bounce. Plus d6.
And then go ahead and throw another d6 on there, because that one has your hex.
Holy shit. Good lord.
I have a feeling this is going to be some big damage.
Okay, so I just did 24 damage. Is it broken? It just rolled 4 6s in a row.
Okay, so yeah, we'll save off on that one. Go ahead and roll to. You said you hit the other one.
I
Yeah,
did
you
hit
both
the
of them,
other
so
one.
Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and do the damage on the this cat, this panther-like stalker beast.
Okay, here's the first d8. There's a 5. Please bounce. Nope, no bounce. Okay, 5 plus 6, 11 plus 8 is 19.
19.
ahead and
And
make
what is
that.
the damage type on both of these?
Okay, so the one that just hit the cat, let's go ahead and make it thunder damage.
Well, it's determined by the dice.
Yeah, you
so
get
it's
to
thunder?
choose a yeah, you can pick one of the d8s for the attack
Okay.
type. So let's go ahead and say thunder for the cat, and then the other one is 6, so that's poison for that one. So it's 18 poison, 6 hex on the big guy, and it's 19 thunder on the cat.
And now let's go ahead and bounce to the cat.
Fucking crazy.
It's going everywhere.
Okay. And I guess I make a new attack roll. Okay.
Make a new attack roll. Yeah.
It's a real bummer.
So are these things like zipping right past my face right now? Back and forth.
Just chaos bolts.
Yeah, a
just
little
Ducking.
Warming around, yeah.
Yeah.
11 to hit.
11 to hit. That one's going to go wide.
Oh god, I've never had a chaos bolt hit on a bounce. That would have been so sweet.
So yeah, you from the interior of this chamber kind of let loose some magic, and it just bounces off of like some of the crystal and hits this central creature with the branches, and kind of, you know, with that thunderous shake to it. Extra magic kind of comes off and goes towards the cat, and you see also the damage, you know, pinging along, and it also hits that cat with that twinned version of the spell, blasting both of these things.
Also, I just did more damage than Wolf. What up? And you guys just see me. All of these like lines, these like are just glowing white. My eye, I look like Storm from X-Men right now. Just like, oh god, yes.
Hidden away in this small chamber.
Where no one can see you.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Finally.
Scory, you're up next, unless Arthur, if you had a bonus action at all or any sort of movement.
No, I think I'm gonna maintain my cover.
Okay. Scory, you are up. Some magic whizzes past you in chaotic fashion.
So I do still have that cat to the left, correct?
Yes.
Even though he wrecked it.
It did some damage, but it's still up.
Okay. And has that other one on the right side shown up yet?
No, you don't see it in the hallway there.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and just focus on this cat then, and do do poison spray. And it's a 13 con save.
13 con. Got a decent con, but is going to be a 12.
Awesome. Okay. So that's going to be 2d12 poison. $13 poison damage.
13
Nice.
poison on that one. And so, yeah, you see the poison, and it kind of infects into it, and it starts this coughing sensation that it's just emanating from it.
And let's see, that took up 10 feet, or no, it didn't. And is there a way that I can position myself on the other side to give Riff some advantage?
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check just to kind of
Ooh.
squeeze just behind it there.
Okay. Okay. Now I roll really well. That's a 19.
19, easy enough. You just kind of press up against the wall and then slide down, and you are behind this, flanking with Riff.
Cool. Am I still in the ethereal, or am I tiptoeing?
You're kind of like passing back and forth through it, and it's an
Okay.
odd tingly sensation behind.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, you get the sensation that the world wants you to be in one of those places, but you're kind of having to fight to stay.
Interesting. Okay.
Ball, you are up next.
Is the grass growing in dirt?
No, it's growing out of the water.
Does it feel like there's soil or dirt under the water?
There's probably a bit of muck down there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull out my dagger, and I'm going to cast Mold Earth.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull the water, or pull the soil underneath the root up, and try to push the water away from the tree.
That's cool.
Okay. Just kind of get some of the water
Away from the tree.
away from the tree. Okay.
If I can lift it way up so it pushes against the wall and is not in contact with the tree or the grass anymore, that's my goal. I want to try to make it so this tree doesn't have water anymore.
Gotcha. I mean, taking a look at the map here, you see that it's probably about a 15 by 15 patch of water.
Yeah, I'll just do the side that I'm on.
Yeah. And so how much dirt are you moving? About a 5
I
foot.
can move 5 foot
square.
cubic
So
square.
you can move some of the water, but definitely not much of it.
I just want to see if it has any effect.
Yeah. So yeah, moving some of the muck out of the way, you push that water, out, kind of creating this little dam with it, and it just kind of splashes up onto the stone floor near you.
Yeah, and I make like you said, a little dam, so the water.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of connected in there. And as you do, you notice that it kind of bowls in there, and there is an odd silvery opalescence to this. Maybe it's not water.
Silvery opalescence, like metal, like a metallic color.
Yeah, silvery and kind of with specks of blue, of pink and green and purple in there.
Does it remind me of the jar that I have, or
Very much so.
Okay.
That's a lot of it.
That was worth it. I am fine with that.
All right.
Bonus. Is there a 20-foot cubic area near this creature that wouldn't encompass any of my friends?
20 cube.
Yeah, 20 cube.
I'd say yeah. If you kind of center it over on the wall, that cube would just be there.
I'll pull
That'd
out Ophelia, my little clockwork fairy fire thing, and I'll send it over there.
All right.
And I will not have the actions to let Chain attack, but he's still hanging out with me.
Okay.
And that's it.
Next up is Riff. You are face to face with this cat creature, this panther-like stalker.
Yep. I am going to use my action and cast a secondary level spell called Sword Burst. And this guy's got to take a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, that's going to fail. It's 5 plus its dex. I don't think that's going to make it.
No. So out of me, for a little bit of flavor, bursts a circle of spectral blades. So we'll call them shadow blades that sweep around me. And the creature that's been in range of me, I'm going to start walking towards it. That's going to take 2d6, and that's my action. And then I can still use my bonus action on my second pair of chucks for dual wielding, yeah?
For dual wielding, you have to attack with an action, and then you use your bonus action to make the offhand attack.
Okay, so I have to physically, because it was an action to cast the sword burst spell. So, but I would have had to hit it with the first thing.
Exactly, yeah, that's how the offhand works.
All right.
Is if you're already attacking, you can use that bonus action to attack.
That's all right. Still have some cool reactions. So that is 2d6. So that is 10 points of spectral knife damage swinging at it, and it's swinging around me. Come at me. I've got a whirlwind of blades around me. Shadow blades.
Nice. So yeah, and I assume they're chucks.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be even cooler.
It's chucks with knives on the end of them, like you use. Yeah, it just looks like you kind of hold the chucks up, and it's just this copy of them that appear all around you, and then spin and attack this thing. As you cut into this and kind of tear into its neck and its torso, and it just kind of is bleeding from below and slumps down dead. As you do, you've taken this one out.
I point at Scory, and I'm like, "Way to assist, bro."
Oh, whoops, wrong one. Yeah, that one's gone. You want to stay there?
No, I'll start to make my way into that room because I want to assist my friends.
Do you want to get up in
I'll
melee
move
with the thing
2 squares
behind
up.
Wolf?
So right before your cool little squiggly line before I can enter. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right
So you're right at the kind of broken glass.
The precipice.
Wolf, you are up next.
Alrighty, we're going to attack the big thingy. I'm gonna, reckless and great weapon master. We're going big again.
Tried and true.
You got to try and do more damage than I did in one turn.
Well, I'm not gonna hit on that one. Damn it, jeez. All right, well, my extra attack though. Here we go. It's gonna be a 16.
16 will hit.
Nice.
Just hits.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
We got to get a haste on Wolf. Just let him go to town on creatures.
Believe it's not going to be a lot of damage. 17 and then... Oh my gosh. So that's going to be a total of 22 damage.
22.
Just 22.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my damage too.
Oh, dang.
Jeez.
So yeah, you cut into this thing and just cleave it in two. It is going to have to make a save.
Wow.
And you see as you kind of cleave this thing and it separates, small tendrils start to kind of pull it back together as it just pulls itself from the brink of death. Something is still keeping this thing alive. The kind of the grass grows quicker as you cut into this.
That's cool.
But it is looking on its last legs.
And that's my turn.
All right. Who wants to roll a d4?
I'll do it.
Roll me a d4.
Why did I volunteer?
I said the exact same thing.
A 2? What?
A 2? You all rolled 2s on this thing. My goodness. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Aren't I immune to being frightened as like a fae?
Are you not Fae?
Well, my patron.
Yeah, Adrian's Fae for sure.
Fine. Wisdom save. Yes. 17 plus 3. 16.
Yeah. No, you
Mine is
shrug it.
one.
You shrug it off as well. This thing is trying to be frightening, but it appears that it's just scaring itself.
I've seen more frightening things than you in my bathroom at night.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means.
That's gross. Let's not ask.
Jokes. Yeah.
From the right-hand side, this creature, this other panther-like thing, is going to come in, and it sees Riff going after that. Is going to run and jump on you, Arthur.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. A strength or a dexterity saving throw, your choice.
Doesn't matter.
What was it?
You got to announce it for the podcast.
Well, I rolled a 1 plus 3.
Oh, I guess
is
you are rolling
4.
on there. Yeah.
Thanks, Caleb.
You're going to go ahead and
Announce
take
your shame.
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning damage as you fall prone underneath this thing. It is then going to try and bite you. 15 versus AC?
Son of a bitch. If I would have had my shadow armor on, it would have missed. But
17 versus AC, because it does get advantage against prone targets.
Oh, son of a bitch. Did this cover not help me at all?
No, it landed right on top of you. It wasn't any sort of ranged attack.
Fine.
And it is going to deal 19 piercing damage as it
Fucker.
just bites into you.
Okay.
That one's dead.
Shit.
But you get to react. It is your turn. This thing is tearing into you on top of you.
I don't think I could do what I need to do. I'm going to... I don't have it in front of me, unfortunately. I saved it, though. I want to use my ability, which I think is an action, to vanish.
Good call.
And I think...
I think at the start of your next turn, you'd reappear.
Okay. That's kind. I was thinking it was like either 15 seconds or 6 seconds, but
Yeah.
I wasn't.
It's at least around. So yeah, this thing is tearing into you, and you trying to escape. You cease to exist.
Boom. Okay.
You're gone.
End of turn.
Scory, you are up.
Oh boy. I am going to. I got to make sure I can first. Sorry, I was trying to look this up before you got to me. I am going to wild shape. Does wild shape take my action? Like I won't be
It
able to
will
attack?
take your action. Yeah.
Okay.
The kind
Then
of
Unless
never-
you're a moon druid.
What? I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do poison spray on that cat.
All right. And how far away do you need to be for that one?
I think it's 10. Let
10.
me check.
I'll just pull you in a little bit. You
Yeah,
get-
10
Yeah.
10 feet.
Perfect. And what does it have to make?
13 con.
Oh, it's going to roll an 18 plus.
Dang.
So it resists the poison as it just kind of spatters on it, and it just whips it off the spray of noxious material.
Okay. Well, that sucks. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't have
All right.
anything to say.
Ball, you are up next.
Oh. By the way, my thing is a bonus action. I didn't know that. That's all right.
All right.
I think I want to continue excavating the soil around this thing and seeing if I can push away
I would
this
tell
liquid.
you that the amount of liquid you pushed before if you were to try and do that again, it would probably take you 20 minutes to get rid of enough water that you think it would be enough to deprive this thing of the liquid.
You said it was like really close to being dead, right?
It looks like it almost died, but something restitched it as it tried to die.
Well, we killed the last thing and we got a skull. Maybe if we kill this thing too, we get a skull.
Hmm.
Man, I really wanted to try to find a way to not kill it. Nah, I'm gonna do my Clockwork Fairy Fire, and do Fey Fire.
Fair fire.
Just to save DC 13.
13. And what's the save? A dex?
13. Dex, yeah.
Dex. It's going to get a 12 with no bonus.
All right. So it highlights invisible things first off, and then we have advantage against it.
Yeah.
And it glows within a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, being in the ethereal realm, everything that would be invisible is visible. So it doesn't highlight anything that would have been or that was hidden. But this thing definitely is highlighted and is everyone has advantage on attacks against it.
Nice.
Don't have to reckless anymore, Wolf. Chain will go ahead and attack it.
All
Yes,
right.
I still have my bonus. 16 versus AC.
That just hits.
And that's going to be 7 force damage.
7 force. So yeah, it rips into this thing. 7, 5 plus 5, and takes it out. As it deals a blow, it's trying to stitch itself together. You see the glowing liquid below as it's trying to like repair the spirit of this tree, and you see the tree resisting and trying to, you see that kind of red energy like going towards the liquid below and sparking and making it so that liquid does not heal it, and chain blast through, and it all just kind of starts to melt away into a liquid and just kind of fill the area below. And you see, because Chain's been kind of limping a bit, you remember its front left foot leg was destroyed, and as it's attacking this thing, you see some of that liquid below on Chain, and you see as it was trying to repair this spirit, it still is trying to do that and does so with Chain, and you see some of this liquid just enter into that wound, and you see this gush of this small geyser just enter into Chain and kind of fill the interior of Chain's body. And as this thing dies and Chain is triumphant over it, you see this odd metal jut out of that arm and land on the floor, and this new silvery leg present.
Well, that's little old Jane.
Fucking Voldemort shit.
It chirps in reply. Anything else you want to do?
Would I notice the cat thing attacking everybody behind us?
Yeah, you definitely hear that going on.
I'll move over there and have Chain move over there too.
Okay. While you kind of step past Riff and you're within melee, Chain doing the same.
I can't do that. Chain can, but I can't.
Oh, gotcha. Chain can, but you can't. Perfect. Riff, you are up next.
All right.
And yeah, you saw that whole scene play out with Chain destroying this thing, it melting into the liquid below, and then you hear the sounds of that panther behind.
Oh boy. All right. Then I would throw a shadow chuck at the thing in the thing that Wolf and Ball are attacking, the big boy.
So that looks like it melted into the liquid below.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
All the branches that were in the stone have withered away,
Okay.
and it's
then I will
that thing's gone.
Okay, then I will throw a shadow chuck at the thing behind us there.
All right.
And then also use my action, get up on it so I can dual hit it.
Yeah.
I figure I just saw everything else. I was like, I'll finish this one off. You're welcome. Let's see here. Shadow chuck. Oh, nice. Okay. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Non-shadowy chuck. Ooh. 18 plus 6, so 24 to hit. Shadow chuck. 5. 9 psychic damage. And then normal 10 plus 3 13 bludgeoning damage.
All right, yeah, you smash into this thing from behind, it trying to bite and claw at something that's not there. Yeah, you're ripping into this thing well. Do you want to stay put? Do you want to kind of move to the side at all?
If it's not going to provoke an attack, I'll move a couple squares to my to screen right.
Right.
But stay on the same plane.
Yeah. If you move there, that you won't get an attack from it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just figured it's like
leave an opening for
you
whoever else. Wolf, you're up next.
I'm going to turn around and come right up on that thing and attack it.
All right.
Smack it right in his little bobo.
Oh.
It's Bobo's ready.
Well, we rolled better. And then we're gonna do the extra attack. The first attack did not hit.
Okay.
Okay, and the second attack is an 18.
18 hits.
Hey.
Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, that ain't bad, son. Ooh. And that's going to be 30 total damage.
Shit.
30 damage. How do you want to kill this thing?
Yeah, I just come up and I just sink my axe right into like where its spine would be, and it just all its like limbs just go limp. And
Yeah.
And then just drops.
Yeah, you come up and push that axe in, and its whole body loses any sort of motor control, and it just flumps onto the ground in a heap.
Sick.
And after that, I would say, Arthur, where do you appear as you exist again?
Oh man.
I probably just right on the other side of Wolf there.
All right. And so, yeah, to end the battle, yeah, Arthur, you come back after being mauled by that thing to see Wolf just punishing it and killing that panther.
Wow.
And after that, you all kind of breathe a small sigh and don't hear anything else coming. Seems like everything is safe.
Nice, another victory. I told you we should have killed it.
All too easy.
Does someone that's not mechanically inclined want to dig around in this liquid and see if they can find another skull?
Sure, I'll do that. And I also want to poke around at the plants.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of come over to where this thing has died in this pool that it's in, and it's still kind of like bubbling a bit and melting into this liquid. And as it is, there's a bit of steam that comes off of it that you're noticing that carries up into the stone, and it seems to pass right through it. and you all, after this kind of this slow hissing sound of this steam rising from this thing being defeated, you all get this sense of warmth and appreciation. And I would say, Rip, with your telepathic abilities, you get this sense first, but then it comes to everyone. Is just
I'll feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Okay.
message in your mind, this thank you. Thank you so very much. I was in there too long. And just gratitude enters and fills your body. And you see that steam just kind of rise and go up past this stone tower as it finally settles in the pool, and that pool stays still. The grass around the edges dies off, and no new grass grows.
All right.
Well,
That's interesting.
Scory,
Like it was
Scory, Scory, did you feel that feeling?
I did.
What is that?
I'm not used to being thanked for murdering creatures.
Yeah.
They will
Sounds like we set him free, though.
What would you call that? How would you describe that?
Mercy.
Yeah. That's probably the closest word I'd think of.
It felt good.
Yeah.
I felt like I did something right, and someone else was grateful for it.
Yeah.
Like a thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we released... Oh, do you think it was like one of the crazy mages of the tower or something like that?
I don't know. I wondered if maybe it's floating up to hang out with Florian after that. You know?
Or I believe Florian is trapped inside that skull.
Oh.
Yeah. There.
Ball's just gonna kind of take his jug and he's gonna disenchant it. He's just gonna sit and watch everybody as they kind of investigate the area around the liquid and the grass and stuff, and he's just kind of watch everybody for a little bit.
Didn't Mr. Ball, didn't you, or was it Mr. Wolf doing science? I can't remember, but somebody put the skull in the water last time, right?
Yeah, I did. I was
Do you-
doing science.
Do you want to do some science in this water? You know, expand your sample size?
Yeah, of course.
You want to do some science?
Yeah.
So I'll step out of the water.
Or to put the skull in the water.
I guess. I don't know.
All right. Do you have the skull or do I have the skull?
I think you do.
Okay.
I think.
I pull the skull out
Okay.
and I place it in the liquid.
So yeah, similar like you did before, you place the skull that has those runes on it into this liquid, and as you kind of go down to place it, you see some of the liquid kind of forming up around it and kind of covering it as you do, kind of like like you'd see ferrofluid magnetic liquid kind of doing onto this. And the same thing will happen. It takes this liquid and kind of rises up and takes the form of this elven robed figure with this leaf cloak, and looks to all of you and says, Oh, you found her. You found her. Thank you.
Who did
Yes,
we find?
did.
She was the spirit of the tree that used to grow here.
I had money on your wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. It's a little clearer now. She was the spirit, the magical nature of this. I believe you met the body below.
Mm.
It was cut away, though, and angry. She was locked away and not allowed to see anything. All she wanted was to pass on beyond this realm. so that she could be free again.
Yeah.
And I was the consciousness of the tree. We were all one at some point.
Like you and that monster upstairs and like that consciousness and...
Yes, I was the mind, she was the spirit, and below was the body.
Mm.
The three of us made the one of us. But the mages separated us and took what they wanted.
How so? Riff's got her journal out.
They made me a tool to control this place. They made her power all of the functions of this tower. And below, they siphoned off what bits of magic they could from the body to power their devices. We once grew a deep root system. Not any longer, though.
Can it be regrown? Do you have that power, that ability?
A new tree may. I am just a remnant of what was now.
Mm.
Is there something left of you that could maybe be planted outside, and maybe you could regrow?
No, I am but a mind. I cannot be planted.
Cool.
Well, perhaps
Right?
tell us how to grow a new one, and we'll follow your instructions the best we can. I'm afraid I don't think a tree is gonna grow out here. This place is nothing but a veritable desert now.
I don't
But-
think it used to be that way, though, Arthur. I think it used to be different here, right? And I kind
Well,
of look at Flo.
It used to be beautiful. Verdant, green.
Well, if we plant a tree here, is it gonna thrive? Perhaps we can take it back to the chateau and plant a new one there.
Oh yeah, the scientist might be able to like kind of keep juicing it up or whatever. Give it tree steroids.
Well, we could protect it from the influence of the mages should it begin taking root. This
Right.
I
place
feel like it
is-
needs to be here, though. I feel like this area needs
Yeah.
new life, new
It does.
grip.
This place, without the mage's control, needs life. It has been devoid of it for far too long. Whatever life you can bring here, whatever plants that you could sow, if you want to know how to plant a tree, just take a seed and put it in the ground.
All looks intently at Scory.
Do I still have that nut that I got from that tree? Or did I bust it along the way?
Oh, jeez.
It depends on what you're referring to. If it was the one in the dream, you remember that one was planted, and then you, as Scory, later found that fully grown oak.
Right.
So,
And I
go ahead.
didn't I pluck something from there?
Did you grab a seed from that tree?
I
Yeah,
thought
no,
so.
we can say that you did. That'd be something that Scory
Okay.
would have grabbed.
Yeah. So I would kind of shrug my shoulders and say, well, I have this one here.
Doesn't it have to be like a magical seed or something like that? Just a
Well,
regular seed.
It's a seed that showed up after a vision I had. So I don't know. I think it might be kind of magical.
Sounds kind of magical to me. Yeah.
What are you doing with it?
Well, guys, where should I plant it? Flo, where should I plant this?
We plant it in here? Near the
Wherever
water?
feels right.
This doesn't feel right, and I kind of like look at the metallic, weird
water,
magic stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. This doesn't look right.
Maybe.
Outside? Near a floating boulder, maybe? I can tell Score is really interested in planting a tree on top of a floating boulder.
Guys, hear me out. What if we started a new ecosystem?
Yeah.
Floating boulder ecosystem. Just a tree bouncing
They'll
up and
never
down.
suspect it. Who they are,
Biodome.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What about at the top of the tower? Can we get outside and get on top and plant a tree on top? That'd be cool.
Well, there's where we found Flo. I don't know that there's any sort of stairway that gets us higher than that.
Didn't
I'm
look
thinking
like
like on
it,
the
man.
outside. Like you turn into an animal that can climb walls, carry a seed, and you climb on up to the top of the tippy top of the tower, and you plant it up top there.
So
I don't
you
like the idea of planting it on top of the roof and letting the roots grow down through the tower.
kind of take
And then
it
it-
back.
Yeah, it takes the tower back. It kind of dismantles the tower as it grows.
Okay.
That's a cool
See?
idea.
Yeah.
Old Arthur has some ideas every now and then.
And do we want anything
think
to
that
do
was
with
your
this
intent.
this water?
know.
Yeah, that's what I disenchanted my jug for. I wanted to fill it up, but I don't really want to touch it.
But I mean, we can touch the water. It's fine. We've touched it before.
Yeah, it's
It was
the,
bad for
the
I
Sea
sea
don't
water,
want to
right?
touch it anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad for ball. It repairs your kind.
It
gave
also really fucked up Chain, like when I put it inside of him, and he like exploded kind of.
Oh, but didn't he like regrow a leg or something?
Just
Yeah,
now
didn't he
did.
Voldemort
But that
it
had to do something with
The life energy of
the
the
energy of the creature that was
Oh.
trying to send that healing.
Why don't we just submerge Chain in this stuff to see what happens?
No, I'm not doing any more experiments on Chain.
Come on, I want to do science.
Wolf, you get in the water then. Lay down.
Okay.
Mm.
I step into the water.
Okay. Kind
Lay
of
down,
Florian
man.
kind of backs up a little bit, and you walk into the water.
It
It's
just seems unfair.
Cold
that- I'm
and
sure there's
and
with you, Flo.
dense. It's harder to move through than water would be. And kind of looking down, you do notice it does kind of sparkle in these pinks and greens and has this silvery quality to it.
It's mineral oil
Ooh.
for cooling.
Uh,
It's a CBD
do I-
pool.
Do I feel anything?
No,
Just the
nothing out of the
coolness.
ordinary. Just like you're kind of moving through oil or something.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I get out. So are we? You want to plant that seed in the tower?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. It seems
I
like what they
mean-
want, and
What if we put the seed in the water?
That's kind of what I was
I
thinking.
was sort of thinking that too because it makes it grow. But then everyone's like, "I don't want it to be inside here." But
Yeah.
I'm like, it'll grow and smash. The,
Well, while you're saying this, I just toss it into the water.
Heck
see what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Here's some science for your ass, Mr. Wolf.
You toss it in the
Alright.
water.
Science.
It kind of between you and Wolf there, and it hits the liquid and kind of like, just floats on the top a little bit, and you see the first little root and stem kind of like coming out, and kind of just stops a little bit, and then between the two of you, this massive log just apparates from this thing, and this tree grows into the water below and up into the stone, and just kind of creates this dome on the top. And in just a matter of seconds, this seed has grown from a seed to a full oak, and you wait a moment as this thing is leafing out, and then the leaves turn brown
No.
and then gray like the grass did, and it sits there, this old dead tree now.
Mm.
Can I scrounge around for another seedling? Or...
There's got to be acorns if it was a full-grown tree.
Looking around, doesn't look like there's any seeds that this thing produced yet.
Oh.
Mm.
Also, another warning.
I think that might have been the only one I got.
I'd say that you
Oh.
only had the one
Yeah.
if you didn't specifically note it.
Good
Well-
one, Mr. Telbrun.
That's science. Live and learn.
Yeah, it was something to behold for sure.
I applaud you, Mr. Talbroom. That was the most decisive thing you've done in like a year and a half.
I think you could have done a lot better. And I just kind of
I'm
looked
sorry.
disapprovingly at you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ball. So,
And Riff
What do you guys
slowly
wanna do?
turns towards Scory and is like, this guy here. While disguising it with her chucks, she's like,
Well, I'm not sure what to
Captain
do.
Judgment.
I mean, if this thing's long dead now, I was gonna say like maybe we take a cutting of it. You could do like a bonsai tree outside or something. But
I'm gonna take.
Since it's dead, now
Florian's-
where's our piece?
I'm gonna take Florian's skull back and put it back in my satchel, my baggage.
And it nods to you as you pull the skull out of the water, and then the silvery liquid just disappears.
all right, well,
Bye, Flo.
Dude,
I'm at a.
Scory, could you fill up my jug? And I give him like my. I imagine it looks like a Carlo Rossi jug
Yeah,
with like a little tiny pinky hole thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
still got the label on it. and
But it's
everything.
got to be like clay with like 3 X's
Yeah, but it's made
on
out of
it
clay.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
3 X's on it. Yeah. Skull and
Ask Scory,
crossbones.
could you maybe
That's
fill this up
hilarious.
with that liquid? I think it could be useful for other things.
Yeah, easy enough
Yeah.
to do.
I
All right, man.
pass it along. When no one's looking, I want to take a little taste.
You want to take a little taste of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like.
That's such an Akio fucking. I peek through the thing and I lose my eye.
Yeah.
It tastes metallic.
Do I shrivel up and die?
You do not shrivel up and die.
Okay.
Taking a little taste, it tastes a little metallic. You get the sensation of nothing major, but you know, a similar sensation to that connection you have with certain magics. There's something magical about this.
And then it's like that scene of the Matrix when the mirror like goes onto him and just goes down his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now Scory is in the Matrix.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. New campaign spinoff. Sorry.
I need guns.
Lots of guns.
But yeah, no, taking a little taste, that's what you get.
Okay.
Easy enough to do.
Well, all right. I hate to break up the love fest between Scory and that water there, but
You need to invest and inspect Chain as well and check out his new leg
Yeah. And
Give me an investigation check.
that I thought I fixed really well, but
I don't remember you doing any sort of work on it.
I did. Oh, I definitely did. Because
On the busted leg?
Yeah, we took the hours. We took the long rest, and I had Arthur do mending, and I worked on the leg.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I
don't
remember you guys
remember that
taking the
either.
rest, and you were doing the research on it. But yeah, and no work to it. If you did any sort of mending, it didn't fix the leg though,
Okay.
because
14.
of the extent of the damage. Taking a look at this new leg, it is this curved silver with specks of pink and green. You kind of open up some panels and peel it back, and you notice that there's connections inside that have made themselves to the more important parts of Chain.
Hey.
You see where the aura powered parts are and where this new section is, and it's odd. Like, the mechanics aren't working well together, but they have found little systems to coexist. There's like this separation between these two technologies. One of them using and pumping this silvery liquid, the other pumping this blue gas of aura. And where they meet are these odd couplings that exchange something, and a little hiss of gas comes out of it ever so often.
Steampunk.
While you're looking at it, one of the couplers hisses and hisses more and actually breaks, and you see some of that silver kind of come up and surround it, and a new coupler is made.
Oh shit.
There seems to be change in Chain still.
he's changing.
Yes.
Feel like you might need some repair.
Well, hopefully that's
And-
not some sort of alien, like symbiote type thing going to take on over him. I'll have to put him down.
It doesn't look like it's spreading.
Has
from the
anybody
leg,
ever
right?
seen anything like this before?
I've
No.
never seen anything like that. No.
Would there have been anything like this about notes in in the books that I was reading at the Tinker guy's place, the Halfling guy or whatever that we were at before? Because remember, I was like making notes on like all of his stuff.
Oh, Turlin.
Turlin.
Or not Turlin. Tiernan.
Tyranny.
So definitely the aura forge parts of this are obvious.
Okay.
This new section, Ball, you do notice that it looks like where some of the interactions break down, it gets repaired, but doesn't go further.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Good.
It looks like there's like 3 or 4 connections that it's made that it's maintaining. But Chain seems to be happy with this change. You know, like he's able to move around. You kind of do a few, parameter checks with him and seems to do just fine.
Okay.
Or if you would like, Mr. Ball, I can do some science on Chain to figure out more.
I was considering taking off his leg, but he seems to be okay.
I've become quite good at it.
I could use a handle for my skull whip.
No.
Okay, all right. Just know, offer's always there.
All right.
He'd have to change his name to Thrakus Chainbane.
What?
Yeah.
Please die.
Brad's losing it.
Chainbane. Because if his axe handle's a wolf, he makes a new handle out of Chain's leg.
And that just reminded me of like Lorraine Vane McFly. That's all.
All right. That'll
Right,
just
you
be
did
it.
it.
For me, joke.
What are you guys doing from this point of view? You've grabbed a little bit of the liquid from here. You've inspected Chain. He seems okay.
If there's nothing else that I feel like if there's nothing else that Riff feels that she can do, I mean, she'll sort of acquiesce to her counterparts, and if she can kind of figure out that there's nothing else to do, she'll go outside to check on their pals, because I mean we've been in here for, at this point, a long rest and a short rest. So I mean we've been in here at least probably 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check on the scarecrow that we left and those fucks that we sent out, like those soldiers that we.
Okay, so yeah, you're heading downstairs to head outside.
Yep. I'm like,
Okay.
guys, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go check on our pals. See ya.
Can we go the left way?
But before I leave this room, I would like to use my water skin, and I would like to collect some of that water.
Yeah, easy enough. Go ahead and mark that down.
I think Wolf's gonna do some science on the way back.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of liquid in here to grab. So,
Mr. Ball.
I don't
Ms.
like
Wolf.
this.
So I'm wondering, is it
I
the
love it.
tower? Is it the tower that's killing stuff, or is it the water?
The water seems to be the power source of the mages. It seems like they've brought it here. And
Well, I'm wondering.
it has some kind of magical effect on things. It grew this tree, and then the tree immediately died because there's no magic to control it and maintain its ability.
Right. So, like, we take some of the water and, like, water one of these, like, plants outside, just
It'll
like with
kill
a
it.
sprinkle. All right. What about the water
We can try.
upstairs?
We can do some
Flows?
more of Mr. Wolf's experiments and kill
His science.
Yeah, experiments.
Might as well grab a lot of this water. I'm imagining a lot of ruckus we could get up to.
What if we use the water? I shout down. What if you use the water in case those people came back and tried to weather right here, man? Just take our water and then we get them on the road and they die, and then it's like then we pick their corpses. Just an idea. See ya, and then I go out the front door.
We should have just killed them in the first place.
Oh, if only we didn't have another mission.
That's just killing them with more steps.
Arthur, I liked that train of thought that you were starting to head down. Can I run upstairs and get a little bit of that water from that pool?
From Flo's pool?
Yeah, from Flo's.
yeah, we'd say that you pulled some of the water from there.
Okay.
And you remember that water it seemed to be water,
Right.
where this has that's kind of that same consistency as the stuff you found in the bottle.
And was there algae still there?
Yeah.
Can I snag some of that and just...
Yeah, easy enough to take a little bit of that.
Oh, So the stuff in my jar is the same thing as in there.
The stuff in the jar is the same thing as the pool, which is it looks like is the same stuff as the bottle from the Scorpion Den.
Nice.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, go ahead and mark that down. If you're anyone that's grabbing that stuff, go ahead and note that somewhere.
What about the jar that I grabbed from upstairs?
That jar has an odd green liquid in it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, that one's different. But beyond that, are you all kind of headed outside to check on?
I still need to check out the scrying orb. Mr. Wolf, if I could have your assistance, it would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I can help.
Why not mine? I know magic.
And I kind of like whisper to Arthur, it's going to hurt him. But
yeah.
I don't want to hurt you.
Right. So, yeah, you guys all kind of get to that bottom main chamber. You've got the door that leads out, and then the staircases. You want to take a look at the scrying orb?
Yeah, I think we have to use the crystals again, and then get through the door, and then.
You don't necessarily have to. You've opened up the door, and the way through, you notice is you go through the ethereal and then back out, similar to the way that stairway was.
So I want to
What are you doing with this orb? It's on this stone pedestal. You know that whenever you've touched it, it has electrocuted you.
I want to take the jug that I just filled with that liquid, and I want to pour it on the scrying orb, but I want Wolf to do it.
So I just pour this onto the.
Yeah, if you could just pour the liquid onto the orb, and let's see what happens. Let's experiment like you like to do.
Yeah, I love experiments. I pour the liquid onto the scrying orb.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100.
I'm so glad you said that. Like, I hope you were going to say something like, let's do all that science stuff you like to do.
Oh gosh, D100. Friggin' A. Okay, D100. I got a 78.
Hey.
78. Go ahead and give me a
Life check.
life check. You lose 2
Death
death
saving
saving throws.
You
No.
lose 2 death straight. Shit, that would fucking suck.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
I like to think of Mr. Wolf wearing those plastic goggles. Like,
The Dr.
10.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
10.
10. That is a failure. Ball. You watch as Wolf pours some of this liquid onto the scrying orb. It kind of gloops onto it and comes down, and you see it kind of like quickly circle the whole thing in this odd kind of glitchy way, and then it just kind of falls onto the pedestal, and Wolf kind of looks back at you, kind of like, I don't know what just happened, and then shrinks down and is a sheep.
Arthur? Scory?
Wolf, you're a sheep.
I guess we were in the middle room.
Oh,
Should I
I'm a
check out,
sheep?
Scory?
You
Yeah,
are a
you're
sheep.
a
you
Wolf,
are
yeah.
a sheep.
Some odd magic just took place, and you are a sheep for the next hour.
I mean, he was a sheep for Cord as it was, so this is just.
Is he like real woolly?
Yeah, you're a nice and fluffy sheep.
Okay. We should probably make something out of that.
What's
Sure.
his percentage of sacrificial lamb look like?
Oh, this is looking like a good sacrifice for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
We got
Maybe
some.
we should
This is
water
a
our
Abraham
pristine
seedling.
sheep.
We should water our seedling in this sheep's blood.
Is everybody here?
Yeah, I heard. Me and
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm outside.
So that's Wolf now. He's a sheep.
I guess we should call him Mrs. Sheep then, huh?
I thought you were going to say maybe he's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Damn it!
Come on,
there was
Red.
a joke in there.
Come
I
on,
just couldn't
son.
find it fast enough.
And Dash is so angry.
I want to bend down and look this sheep in the face and
It's
say,
a butt.
Okay. Can you understand me?
You can, Wolf.
Can I speak?
You can only speak as a sheep. You can kind of nod, and you can probably give off a yes and a no.
Bah. Bah. And then I'm gonna attempt to headbutt Mr. Ball.
That's fair.
All right, give me a check. Let's see this.
Just a straight attack roll.
Just go ahead and give me a d20, and I'll find what the sheep stats are here.
That's a
wild.
that's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Man, those sheep stats are looking pretty great.
I could have
Okay.
this flash ball to the back of Wolf's
Oh,
back.
man. Sheep.
Mr. Wolf is not happy.
Yeah, but he's not like a farmhouse sheep. This is like a Rocky Mountain bighorn.
Yeah,
I would say,
it'll
yeah, you
go.
definitely got some nice horns on you. A sheep, doesn't have an attack, so with that crit, you're gonna go ahead and deal.
Wait, I found one that does have a hoof and a bite.
Where is this from? You can find all kinds of stuff, but I'm looking at the one from Wizards.
It is, where is it from?
Familiars and Companions.
Yeah,
I mean,
Familiars and
17.
Companions 2017.
So yeah, that's some other
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Third-party
Troll,
stuff.
Troll Lord Games.
yeah. No, we need Wizards content. Which one? You deal double damage, so you deal 2 damage. And
Nice.
I'll go ahead and say that you knock him prone.
Good. Give me some satisfaction out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf. She called him. This is really funny.
You're in his guard.
Well,
And I want to pick up the scrying orb since it fell on the ground. The
scrying orb didn't fall on the ground. It is still hovering above the pedestal. The liquid fell onto the pedestal and then onto the ground.
Oh, I thought you said it fell off of the pedestal onto the ground.
The liquid fell off of.
Well,
Looks like pouring silvery liquid on this thing caused some wild magic to happen.
oh, fun. Good thing it wasn't a fireball.
Could have been.
this is much more funny.
All right. Well, I'm a sheep.
Yeah, you're a sheep. What's everyone else doing?
I'm outside.
Rip, I know you've headed outside.
Yeah.
Well, when you're done funneling them sheep's balls there, Mr. Ball, go ahead and... All right, I was trying. I'm sorry. It was your ball, he's a sheep. Anyway.
You got
all
the
right.
pieces.
I do really want to shear him and make a hat out of him or something. I just think that
Dude,
would be
he's
really
going to
That sounds
murder
like some
you
wolf
when he
energy,
comes
so I
back
feel
in normal form.
It's probably not a ball thing to do, but I really want to do it as Milo.
You're like, this is payback for that fucking head whip that you made.
Oh, yeah.
But what are you guys doing?
I think I'm done. I'm kind of out in the middle again on the ground floor,
Okay.
kind of seeing what the party wants to do.
And-
Where are we
Story?
headed? Where are we headed, gang?
I think,
I think it's back to town or back
Yeah,
to the outpost.
I'm kind of thinking that we check on our guys outside. Maybe we make camp. We long rest it up, and like maybe
Figure out what we
spend
want to do.
we spend some downtime before the next session, like really clearing out the tower, making sure we got everything valuable that we can load into the wagon. I don't
That
know
works.
if that's
2,500 worth of
Yeah, because there was a
magic
little.
material.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in those rooms upstairs.
and anything that we don't want the mages to have, like any of those books in that other storage room on the ground floor, we should torch or capture.
And we
Okay.
have to make sure
There's a lot
that
of
those
those.
jars are all broken and empty up there.
Let's save the one that's
Which power
intact.
ones?
Let's save
Yeah,
the one that's
yeah, yeah.
intact. Yeah.
Is
So
there
yeah,
a
you
way
guys
that
are
we can?
you guys are going to go ahead. You guys are discussing this. What your plans are for the next, moving forward after this tower, and you move past the double doors there and catch up with Riff, and you all take a look at the scene in front of you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It does appear that the bandits you met beforehand have found your group here.
In a bad way?
And we will find out in what way
A battlefield
next
of
session.
corpses
We're going to go
already?
ahead and leave it right there as we do a flashback. And I'm going to have you guys play as the group that's outside. And so we'll see what happens with this
that's
bandit
awesome.
attack.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So
we'll
thank
actually
you guys
get to
for
determine the outcome.
joining us around our proverbial podcast table. I've been your host and DM, Alex, and with me has been
Dash as sheep.
Bentley Michaels is Rafirian Night Meadow.
Right as Arthur.
Caleb is Scory Telbrun.
And Milo's ball.
grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.